My name is Rosie Broadhead. I'm the founder of Skin Series, which is a company that interacts with the textiles and the body. I focus on material innovation in the fashion and textile industry. Some of my research in Skin Series looks at what is already existing on the body. So I did a lot of research on the skin microbiome, which is a research project I did in collaboration with a microbiologist at Ghent University. And this research looks at what is healthy on the skin already, so specific bacteria. And through this research, we look to incorporating this native healthy bacteria into textiles to encourage the growth of this bacteria on the skin, and this has a healthy effect on the body through reducing your body odor, encouraging cell renewal, and has a positive impact on the skin's immune system. So through this research you can really understand what you're wearing has an impact on the body. So I also do other research into natural ingredients such as seaweed or rose leaf fibers, or ingredients that are existing in nature that have a therapeutic effect on the skin. And I often source these ingredients that are spun into yarn, and I knit them into textiles. So these textiles, once you're wearing them next to the body, they can have an effect on the skin such as antioxidant or anti-inflammatory effect. So you're really starting to think about clothing like you're thinking about your skincare routine. Skin Series is kind of a dual business model. I develop a collection of clothing, mostly they're next to skin clothing, underwear, bodysuits, t-shirts. And this is really more because I want to focus on the innovation on the textiles and how that it's important to be next to your body. But at the same time, I'm also developing textiles that can be sold to other brands and designers, so they can make use of these textiles in their own collections, because it's not just about developing these innovations for myself, but the bigger or the more scalable they can be, the more impact it has from a sustainability perspective. Very focused about the textiles and skin interaction, and really this is about a narrative about how our clothing can affect our body and the wider environment. So for me, it's about focusing on natural ingredients and skin-friendly properties, but in a more wider perspective, you can look at I like to look at the whole supply chain and about how these different ingredients, from the raw materials to the spinning to the fibers to the production system, can also be healthy to the wider ecosystem. So for me, I know that the material production system, or the developing of the materials, is one of the most impactful parts of the textile supply chain. So I really focus on the materials and how we can create a more healthy and sustainable approach to textiles and the body. The collaboration is crucial between the whole supply chain. So from the raw material to the spinners to the fibers to the textile makers and the brands, I think that this collaboration or this conversation between understanding what each party wants and needs and can provide is really crucial to making the textile product. It can't really be down to the consumer to necessarily understand what the company is providing them, or to really necessarily educate themselves on sustainability. It's of course nice if a consumer understands a cotton from a polyester, but it's really down to the brands and the supply chain to be able to develop these kind of new innovative materials that can be circular or implemented into the fashion industry in a cost-effective way. Policies within the EU for sustainability is really a positive step towards change in the fashion industry, and I think it's the right direction. However, I think there needs to be a certain bridge or support to these brands and the textile industry to kind of help them comply with the new system. I think it's also important that some of these brands are taking a risk in terms of using some of these new next-gen materials, such as biocellulose or recycled cotton or polyester, or even synthetic biology where we're using grown materials or working with bacteria. I think it's an exciting space to really focus on what these materials can do, and this requires the brands and the mills and the industry to take a risk. But I think there needs to be some support with the policy and the industry, and so that's why I think the importance of consultants or textile libraries to really focus on understanding the system and measuring the kind of impact of these different materials, so these brands and designers can make better choices. I wanted to thank Between Conscious for having the opportunity to talk about my practice and my research and design work, and really looking at the future of the space in the fashion and textile industry.